Hey, it's Reed. Oh my goodness. Hello. Hey, it's Reed from Emerald Lotus Divination, a website that shares free weekly tarot resources. And today we are doing a very fun unboxing. As you can tell by the title, we're checking out the True Heart Intuitive Tarot, which is a deck by Rachel True. And Rachel True is actually the actress that's in the 90s movie called The Craft, which is such a cool movie. So, I mean, I just think that's so cool that she's an actress and she's also made this deck. I honestly don't know much about this deck. I've never seen a walkthrough or anything about it before. I was actually just on Chapters recently, which is like Barnes & Noble here in Canada, because I needed to pick up a new daily planner. And when I was on there, I was like, let's just check out the tarot because they have a really good tarot section lately. When I was on there, I saw this deck. This is the guidebook, by the way. It is massive. And we have what she calls high vibe and low vibe, which is kind of like upright and reversed, I guess. This is really cool. So this is the Emperor, for instance. It has this huge write-up, and then if pulled in low vibes, so reversed, and then it gives you a huge write-up for that as well. It seems like she really talks a lot about her own life and how the cards relate to her life, which is really going to be very interesting to read and just to get a new insight on the deck. Also, if you are a big fan of Rachel True, like as a person, an actress, then this would be a cool deck because you get to learn a lot about her as well. I actually was really drawn to the cards, like the artwork in the cards. That's really what pulled me in the most. So let's take a look at them right now. So in this box, we have the, oh my goodness, my little head in the background. In the box, we have these cards. So the box is definitely like a throwaway type box. Like this is not really high quality. Oh, no, 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 no. This cardstock is
a joke. This is paper.
See, this is why it's hard to buy decks with just blindly, because like you just never have an idea, right? Like it looked to me like such a nice high quality deck when I saw it on Chapters. And I was like, I can't believe I've never heard about this. It looks so nice, but this cardstock is literally like the worst cardstock I've ever seen in a deck. Like, and that's even coming from like indie creators, super small creators that I know that have made their own decks. Like, this is just paper. It's like you couldn't have made it any cheaper. So that's super disappointing. I 100% will not be using this deck now just based on the cardstock. But let's take a look at the cards. And it sucks because, you know, it says that she is a tarot reader and she seems like somebody that would have, you know, connections to be able to print this deck to have it actually be good quality. I understand as somebody that has their own like business and, you know, I sell things on my Etsy and I've had to manufacture things myself. I understand that it's a challenge to manufacture things, but this is like by a publisher that made this deck. So this is the publisher that made the deck. Houghton Mifflin Harcourt Publishing Company. I will never be purchasing something from this publishing company again. Like, I feel like I deserve an apology for this. Like, I don't even want to post this video because I feel so bad. Like, I genuinely think the artwork is really, really cool and I would love to use this deck. I was really excited to try a new publisher and creator and support a Black creator as well, but this is just, oh, I'm so sad that the cardstock is such a shame. And the thing that I find challenging about decks like this as well is, like I've said a couple times, I really, really do like the artwork. So it becomes challenging because I wanna, like, I got this deck and I would be happy to post about it. Like for you guys here on YouTube, and also I would like to, you know, share it on my Instagram to let people see how nice the illustrations are. But I worry when I post decks that I really don't like that someone might see it and say, oh my God, that's so pretty and she's using it, and then go buy it. And I would never want someone to buy this deck, to be honest. Like, the cardstock is just so poor that I think anyone that actually reads tarot would be super disappointed in this purchase. You know, this is the type of cardstock that I might let slide a little bit more if it was by a smaller creator that was like self-publishing it and getting it printed themselves and do everything on their own. Like, I'm more lax to give them props still, because I understand that it isn't easy to kind of figure out like cardstock and that whole thing. So especially on someone's first launch, first deck, like, I'm more willing to, you know, give people some grace. But I just feel like when it's like a mass-produced deck like this for sale at Chapters and Indigo, like, I don't know, this is just really not good. I mean, just gorgeous. Oh man, I'm in a tough position. This one is one of the cards that I saw online and it really just drew me to the deck. Like, it's so beautifully done. I love the illustrations. I just think it's such a pretty deck. But it just sucks. Like, why does it have to be on such bad cardstock? Like, look at this. This is amazing. Oh man, I'm so sad. Y'all, this is the saddest unboxing we have ever done. Because if this was on nice cardstock, I would be losing it. Like, the artwork is so cool. It's such a beautiful deck. Look at this one. We have like the Taj Mahal. It's just, it's inclusive and it's beautiful. I love the artwork so much. The guidebook was really cool. Oh, this one is so cool. With that eye in the back. Like, this is so beautiful. The thing is, I love the artwork so much that I honestly might still use the deck even though the cardstock is so poor. I really hope they come out with the second edition and actually improve on the cardstock, because I think this deck could do really well. I feel like it would be great to read with. I can tell already, like, the artwork is so intuitive. Oh, this one is so good. Oh my goodness, this one is so good. Oh man, you guys, I really wish I had like a laminator so I could laminate these because I really want to use them, but I just feel like immediately they're going to bend and break, you know, just because they're basically like on the thinnest cardstock. Makes you wonder when a deck comes out like this, you know, like, I don't know much about this publishing company, but do they actually publish tarot decks? Have they ever published a tarot deck before? Did anybody actually receive this deck and open it and look through the cards and say, yes, this is a great idea? Like, I sometimes wonder when people don't refer to people that have knowledge on the topic in a situation before selling something. Do you know what I mean? Like, I wonder, like, again, when it's a really small creator doing something on their own, a small business, I have a lot more patience because I understand you don't always have the resources financially or the network to, you know, be in contact with people to get opinions. But whenever it's a bigger publishing company, it's like, I don't understand. It says Rachel True read tarot cards for years, and that's why she wanted to make this deck. So did she not receive a copy of this deck and say, like, hey, maybe we can make the cardstock a little bit better? Because I've literally never felt a cardstock like this in all the tarot decks I've used. I mean, I really don't mean to be rude, and I don't want to bash her deck because, like I'm saying, the artwork is amazing. All they would have to do is just reprint this onto a better cardstock, and it would be an amazing deck. Am I sad that I spent the money on it to have this quality? Yes, absolutely. But if they handled it the right way, I honestly would consider purchasing it on a nicer cardstock. Because I just actually do think that this deck is really incredible, and I can't believe that they would have dropped the ball like this. They really went all out with the 9s. Like, this is so beautiful. That foundational aspect of the 10. It's just beautiful. I'm gonna cry because I'm so sad. It's so nice, but like, I'm so torn. I guess I'll use it, honestly. I love the artwork so much that I can't just waste that money that I put into it. But like I said, I am nervous to post about it on my social media for anyone that doesn't follow me on YouTube and like won't see this review. I don't want people to think that I think that this deck would be worth their money, because to be honest, I don't. Like, I don't think that people would be happy paying, you know, $30 for this deck to have this kind of cardstock. And I don't know, maybe we're going to be seeing this more now that tarot is becoming more mainstream and more people are just making decks because they want to make a deck versus making decks because they love tarot and know what they would want in a deck. It's just, the artwork is so, so beautiful. I love the colors so much. If I could laminate these cards, I would. Do you know what these cards really feel exactly like? Is, if you've seen the books by Maya Toll, I think it's Maya Toll, I don't want to butcher her name, or if it's not her, I'll put the book on the screen though, but like, I have a deck where it was a book. Basically, the book came with a deck inside the book. Like, you almost had to like cut it out yourself, if I remember correctly, type thing. And this cardstock feels exactly like that, but like, that came in a book. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't like a deck that I purchased outright. It was like a deck that accompanied a book, which was still a little bit sad to see, but I was a bit more like lenient with it because I was like, well, I technically bought the book and the deck is like an accompaniment. So I had a little bit more of a patience for it, I suppose. Yeah, this artwork is so beautiful. All they have to do is just reprint this deck. I would be 100% suggesting this deck and telling you guys to go for it and telling you that it's beautiful and I can't wait to work with it if the cardstock was of better quality. But I mean, with so many decks out there nowadays that are of good quality, that are beautiful artwork, it's like, why would you spend your money on a deck like this? When I know for a fact, as soon as I shuffle this deck, the edges are going to be mauled, they're going to be bent out of shape, they're not going to hold up well. And when you buy a tarot deck, you expect that like it's going to hold up for a long time, you know? You have your tarot decks for years, and some of them I use daily, and I've had them for years. And this one, there's no way. There's no way you could have this one for years and it would hold up. And like I'm saying so many times, it just sucks because it would be such a beautiful deck. It could be such a beautiful deck. The guidebook looks awesome. The artwork is beautiful. Like, it's so unique and cool. But it's basically unusable. Yeah, so I just showed my mom the deck because she came in, and she agrees. She was like, the cards are so thin, but they're so beautiful, and it's true. But she said, you know, some people might like a really thin cardstock. I mean, I don't know any of you that would, but like I said, I think my opinion would just be to hold out because I think that they will probably reprint this with a better cardstock. I think that it's just so beautiful that it's such a shame that like I can't recommend it, and I don't want to use it so much in my videos and in my Instagram and stuff because I don't want people to buy it and then be really disappointed with the quality of the cardstock. But everything else is there. It's just that it's just the cardstock for me. But it's a personal thing. You might not mind that. let's see. See, like when I go to shuffle it, like it should not be this easy to bend it this far back. Do you know what I'm saying? And now, like, look. They're bent. That was that one shuffle. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. I'm so sad, honestly. This has been like the most disappointing unboxing. What do you guys think of the True Heart Tarot? Does cardstock like this bother you? Or is it something that you don't mind at all and you can totally get past and work with? Let me know. I can already see there's like, it's already lifting here in the back of this card, the full card. And you guys saw I barely touched the cards. Like I can see bends already forming in them. Just, what a real shame. But anyways, I'm sorry this one was kind of a flop, but that's what happens, I guess, with unboxings. So I thank you guys so much for being here, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Bye!